My question pertains to the ongoing situation in Manipur.
We used to talk about look east policy, act east policy, but we were not even looking east and acting east within our own country. What our colleague mentioned about Manipur is so disturbing. Distressed is a very mild word at what is happening in Manipur. It is unfortunate, in terms of how did this happen, how could government let it happen? There cannot be anybody who would not regret what is happening there. I mean, what's happened there is truly tragic.
My question pertains to the ongoing situation in Manipur. On September 26, at the Council of Foreign Relations, Honorable Minister acknowledged the involvement of foreign hands and the destabilizing impact of migrants who have come. My question is why our government at the center hasn't done enough to stop the migrants who have come, if they are not from our country and they are from our neighboring countries like Myanmar or Bangladesh. And why is that the people in Manipur feel that enough effort hasn't been done from our government at the center of our mighty India to stop the ethnic conflict once and for all, instead of telling the warring groups from both sides to not shoot at the opposite side.
We used to talk about look east policy, act east policy, but we were not even looking east and acting east within our own country. And if you look at how difficult it was to travel, if you see the level of business, the attention given, the resources given, it was actually very disturbing. And that actually has been one of the changes of the last 10 years. And which is why actually what our colleague mentioned about Manipur is so disturbing, which is, having taken, put in this much effort, having seen how much really the states of Northeast India have changed in the last decade, I think there is obviously everybody today, distressed is a very mild word at what is happening in Manipur. So I do feel that in many respects, Northeast itself can act as a bridge, but it has both a cultural side to it, but it also has a physical contiguity side to it. So today, our relations with Bangladesh, for example, have changed tremendously. Okay, so you see, railways, road, trains, waterways, goods are going to Bangladesh ports, electricity is being supplied. So it has given that whole area I would say a kind of a boost. Now we are also trying to see if in a similar way we can benefit from Bhutan, that by connecting Bhutan more closely. I was talking again about, I was briefing our Korean colleagues about some semiconductor decisions we made. So last week Cabinet had approved three projects. One was a fab which will come up in Dholera, but in Gujarat. But one is a fab which is coming up in Assam. Now, to me, to see a major production, that too high technology production project coming up in the Northeast is a big statement. It actually says that this is something which we take very much to heart. So the problem which our colleague raised, in terms of how do you safeguard our borders. See, one of our issues has also been that we have had open borders with Myanmar. That in fact we have a system. We had a very unique system where you can travel 16 kilometers either way. It used to be much more before. without actually travel documents. So we have, unfortunately, after all these tragic events, we have decided now that to suspend that provision and actually to in a way I would say harden the border situation. It is unfortunate, in terms of how did this happen, how could government let it happen? Again, look, there is nobody, there cannot be anybody who would not regret what is happening there. I mean, what's happened there is truly tragic, and it is tragic because of the close intermingling of communities, which has then led to created this degree of violence, which becomes very difficult really to head off. So I think the entire wishes of the country are very much with Manipur. I mean, people would like to see normalcy return. They would like to see law and order get back. They will, this is not this is not the India that, and certainly not the Northeast, which anybody is hoping for.